Okay guys, look what I picked up years ago. I picked it up for the wheels, for the bucket, and for the motor, because I was like, oh, there's copper in there. But as you can see, I've taken it apart. I undid that with the Sawzall. Had to Sawzall out the motor too because it was completely rusted in. And I took off this cover here for the motor, the flange there, to make it sealed. And you're not going to believe what I did. I made something pretty damn cool. I'm pretty damn proud of myself. Outside of the plastic bucket, hold on. Look at this. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yes. Oh yes, look at that. Let me tell you guys, this thing is bomb. Now I use this Pull-On Pro, bro, for my, what do you call it, dry washer. This bad boy on idle works perfect for that boy. But I just took off the top here because it was a little weight heavy. And check out what I did. This is a motorcycle inner tube. Really thick, like, I don't know, a couple mils at least. And that's a seal for the engine. And then this is the part of the dry vac. See? Took the filter part out. I think it goes like that. So like that. Cut a bunch of pieces off, took off the motor, and then I reattached these guys. And I had to cut some holes in here to take off the little snaps just to get the flange there to fit in. Now I tried it without the flange, but I figured this is much better, just to add a little bit more protection in the field and whatnot, as well as double usage. I can run that, and when I get down to the bedrock, I can vacuum it all up. Fucking A. And then I went and got a filter, but it was too big, so I just zipped it on. I need another filter because this thing puts out dust, and I don't want to wear down my my propeller in there, my props. So, anyways, put this little sticky tape on there, and then I plan to get some of the painter's foam or drywall foam or whatever, and slice it in half and put it over here, and put that. Well, I guess that would go on top of here. Yeah. Now this is the other part of the motorcycle inner tube, and it worked out. I just had a few inches to cut off here, and I folded it in half and have it wrapped over there. Now on the inside, it's not attached yet, but it does still work. I did this. Now this has to be minimal, the depth of it, in order for the filter to fit into it. And I also found that without this little extension, it blows right into the filter, so it doesn't work as well, and you might be losing, teeny tiny weeny gold. Now, what I need to do still is, let me show you what goes on like that, killer. And then when this bad boy is turned on, with the idle, here's the other thing, guys. These guys have little cheap adjusters for the carburetor in there. And one of these, this front one for me, adjusts the idle speed when it's running and there's no gas, no throttle on. This back one adjusts when you pull the trigger, how much gas it gets at that moment. So if you want it to respond super fast and not go and die out or bog out, then it's this problem. Now, as usual, you can't work on these things unless you have a stupid freaking tool. So I just took a small plumber's hacksaw. Actually, I didn't think I even took the blade and sawed it in there. And I just sawed this one off. And then I sawed in the flathead screw marker as well. for your screwdriver. So otherwise, there's no way you can adjust these things. And at high altitude, you definitely got to adjust them. So once you get that dialed in, you can do some super suck, like, or you can just spin this, which is the fine-tuning the idle, the bigger screw. So once you get it to idle perfectly and respond with the gas like a race car, then once you get this dialed up, you can increase the RPMs just by turning that by hand, and until it starts to sputter out and fail out. Now, this hose does have the little chingaderas in it, the little riffles. I'm sure it catches it, but I imagine if you just keep using it, eventually it'll work. Or gold will work out of the holes, plus you shake it and stuff like that. But I do want to find a smooth one, but it needs to be flexible. Again, this is from the shop vac. So, we're going to go out and use it. I got some bedrock with some gold in it. And the only other modifications I want to do, not this trip, but probably the next time, I'm going to put it on a metal bucket. And I have to seal this up better with the proper flange and whatnot. And then I want to get some clips where I can just snap this down whoosh, onto the metal bucket. I did have a strap wrapped around here to contain its size, but that's another thing I'm going to have to do. Maybe I'll attach it through here in a couple places just to keep it vertical. But besides that, I'm super happy with this. I can get about 1/3 of a bucket before it starts to clog up, which is fine. And so far, it's the easiest gold I've ever found in my life. Like, you literally just go out and vacuum. All right. Ba-damn. So, I will catch you on the flip side, hopefully out there on some bedrock, kids. Part 2 coming up.